trouble for Iris now here on UK Gold in Crossroads.
Mr. Hunter, I got a message.
Yes, I was wondering what you are doing for dinner tonight.
Dinner tonight?
Oh, dear. Makes me feel terrible to hear you sound so surprised. Has it been that long?
No, it's just I was going to invite you and Barbara, if you remember, but, well, we didn't get round to it, did we?
So, are you free tonight?
No, I've got nothing on, thanks.
Fine, I'll drive you over to the coach house when you finish here.
Smashing.
We have been rather antisocial these last few months. Not intentionally, of course, but... well,
I know, since the fire.
And even before the fires. But we have a new housekeeper. Barbara suggested I invite you over to celebrate. Our qualified celebration.
Oh, why qualified?
Because I'm not sure the housekeeper is qualified. My joy is somewhat confined.
I see. You want me to be a guinea pig, don't you?
That too.
You're not very sure the old dear will be able to manage it, then?
Not very dear and not very old.
She's not one of those, fancy au pairs, is she?
She is an 18-year-old school leaver, hitherto unemployed.
Oh, never mind, Mr. Hunter. I'm sure she'll be glad of the job.
I hope so.
Hey, Benny.
I don't think I like her, you know.
You haven't seen her yet, Benny.
No, she sounded really snappy on the phone.
You can't tell, man.
Oh, I can tell. She'll be really grumpy. She won't let me have the room, I bet you.
Try.
Look, I think I'll leave it and see if we're anywhere else.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll come round with you. How's that?
Would you?
But then you may lose it after all. You got to take that risk.
No, you come, because you talk a lot better than I do.
Let the money do the talking. Reddies, that's what they're interested in. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
Works like a magic wonder does, money. How much is she asking?
What's it? Glenda said £14.
14?
Yeah.
Glenda?
Yeah. Well, you see, a brother, he used to have that room, the one I'm going after. And a cousin, Eyre, she stay there as well.
Ah.
I hope she says some nice things about me.
You're halfway there then, aren't you?
Yeah.
See you, Mike. See you, Nobby. See you tomorrow night, pal.
You see, the thing is that I don't like talking to people, you know, that I don't know.
Look, we got the smile, we got the money, you ring the bell, you get the room, okay?
Yeah, you make it sound easy.
It's easy, you'll see.
Gosh, you shouldn't have gone to all this trouble.
Trouble? What trouble? We always have supper like this.
It looks smashing.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
I meant the table.
Look, you two sit down, I'll get the first course.
Hey, hang about. You do that all day. I'll get it.
Well, I've got the steaks to put under the grill.
Glenn, will you sit down? You can do that after your starters. Anyway, I prepared it. I'll bring it in. You just pour us out a glass of Chateau Supermarket, eh?
You better let Kevin sit there. He's salt, so he's not in the middle.
Here, Glenn, I bought you these.
Oh, thanks, Iris.
Oh. How'd you manage it, Glenn? Go to work and look after husband.
Well, we help each other out, I suppose. And women are a lot tougher than men.
Too true, but don't do to let them know it, does it?
Ta-da!
Avocado? Blimey.
No, avocado prawns, prepared by yours truly.
Yes, he actually cut them in half and let the prawns thaw out all by himself, didn't you, love?
And unscrew the jar of mayonnaise, don't forget that.
So, what are you going to do now? I mean...
Now I'm not getting married. I don't know, really. I ain't thought about it. It's good.
Why don't you try for a job at the motel? I mean, they're bound to be looking for staff in the new year when the main block reopens.
Well, I don't fancy staying round here on my own till then. Besides...
What?
Well, everybody knows me, don't they? That I've been in Nick and what I did.
That's yesterday's news.
Well, I'll probably go back to London, try my luck down there.
Oh, Iris, don't do that. It's the last place for a girl on her own with no job and nowhere to go.
She's right. I mean, you read all sorts of things in the papers.
I can look after myself.
You're better off here with people you know.
Yeah, well, I don't have to make up my mind straight away, do I?
That's right. Don't give me 2 minutes to myself.
Oh, evening, Mr. Astley.
Evening.
Don't forget to swill out the bowl.
Right, Mrs. Hooper.
Good evening, Mrs.
What do you want?
Oh, we've come about the room.
It's on offer.
Oh, well, we phoned.
Found?
Yes.
Oh, well, you better come in then.
Oh, thank you. Well, Mr. Hawkins here phoned, actually.
Aye?
Benny.
Oh, you're Mr. Hawkins. Oh.
Well, I hope we haven't caught you at an inconvenient moment.
It's a single.
Pardon?
You couldn't share, it's too small.
Sure.
Oh, Mr. Hawkins here has been staying with us. We're a little bit rowdy for him. He's a very quiet person.
You're friends, are you?
Oh, certainly, yes.
We don't have much visiting.
Oh, well, I won't go out then.
Can we see the room?
You can look, I suppose.
Thank you, Mrs.
Hooper.
Joe MacDonald. And this here's Benny Hawkins.
Oh, hello.
Come on, then. I'm not making any promises, mind.
Benny, come on.
Look, I told you to do what you
Here, Glim. That was half a good idea of yours. Hot mince pies and ice cream. That was smashing. Where'd you get them?
I made them.
Really? Well, how'd you learn? Did you get it from a book or something?
No, Mum showed me. She's been teaching me how to cook ever since I was little.
And a great job she made of it, too. Hey, she teach you the other things, you know.
Kevin?
It must have been nice, that, having a mum to teach you. She's marvellous, isn't she, Auntie Kath? When I think what
got
I've
some
missed...
more pies, actually. If you want to take some back with you, you can heat them up or have them
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, I'd love a couple.
OK, I'll put a couple in the bag for you when you go. Who's for more coffee?
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, I better be getting off now.
Well, look, I can't take you home in the van, but
it's all right. I can look after myself. Bus stop's only down the street, and then there's the main road. Anyhow, I'd like to see someone try it on with me.
Yeah, and if they do, you two with a bag of Glenda's pies. That'll soon
So that's
fix
what you get. Get Iris's coat, eh?
Right, yeah. You sure be okay on your own?
Yeah, well, I'll have to get used to it, won't I? Glenn, I'm not very good at saying thanks, you know. I ain't had a lot of practice at it. I ain't had a lot to say thanks for, but tonight, thank you. You know, not just for the meal, but...
Yeah.
Well, it's a good job for your Ronnie didn't marry me. A few weeks of my cooking after what he's been used to from you and your mum, and he'd be in hospital and having a stomach transplant or something.
Right, here, then. Don't eat all the pies at once.
Thanks, Kev. Bye, Glenn.
Right, okay. Oh, look, Iris, if you miss the bus, come back. I'll walk you home, all right? Certainly. Iris, say something.
No, not in the way you mean, anyway.
Oh, I can understand why Kath didn't want us to say anything about her mum writing. It wasn't nice we'd want to break the news to her about... What's this for?
I just realised how lucky I am.
Yeah, we both are.
Hello, is Mr. Chance there?
No, he's not.
No, it's all right. He's just come in. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. You, Mr. Chance, are a very difficult man to track down.
I really am worth the effort. God,
Top of the top.
2 gruelling hours with the accountant, verted her down tools for the charming Mr. Dobson and Company over penalty clauses, and ironed out a hiccup for the local council over planning permission. You must forgive me, Miss Metcalfe, if I can't keep you informed of my every move.
And he's not done yet, folks.
What is the panic?
You've got a meal on tonight.
Oh, what?
Food, that whole thing.
Oh. Oh, is this an invitation?
I have done the inviting on your behalf, and I was just about beginning to think I might have to start thinking of
Who?
apologies. Harry Charnley.
I've never heard of him.
Car hire, big way.
And?
Well, he rang up for Victor this afternoon,
Well,
didn't
then
he?
he was unlucky, wasn't he?
Fine.
Go on, tell me more.
They almost had a deal going about this time last year, but it fell through at the last minute, servicing a whole fleet of cars. But you see, Harry is well, he's a bit fond of himself. He likes all the treatment, and Victor didn't work that way.
And I do?
You can. Now, I've done all the parley. Tonight's his only free night, and if you wine him and dine him and say all the right things, you could end up with a fat little contract in your pocket, Mr. Chance. Sir? Huh? Huh?
Yes, all right.
Good.
Sounds interesting. This This guy, Charlie. Do you know him?
I've removed his hand from my knee, but that was just in passing.
Would it worry you meeting him again?
Absolutely terrifying me.
Then you're coming too.
Oh, no. I've booked a table for 2, nice and
And I will
cosy.
rebook it for 3. You can smooth the way, Miss Metcalfe. I mean, that's what good secretaries are for.
I've always wondered.
Looks just fine for me.
Bit small.
Oh, just right.
Yeah. You know, I'll keep it nice and tidy for you and everything.
I'll have to think.
You couldn't do better, Mrs.
I was thinking more of a businessman. Got regular work, have you?
Oh, yeah. And I got money too. I can pay you first.
Come on in. Got a girlfriend?
Oh, no.
I can be a bother.
Oh, yeah.
Can we settle it then?
I don't like being rushed, young man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Take your time.
I will.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
You come to see the room then?
Yeah.
Any lovely, I told you, didn't I? But you thought she was right old dragon, didn't you?
Oh, no.
That's nice, that is.
Well, I did. First time I saw you, I thought, blimey. But honestly, she's a darling. Been like a mum to me.
Oh, get on with you.
Yeah, I have. Feeding me, listening to me worries. I cry on her shoulder, she dries me eyes a lot, doesn't she? Anyway, I think it's smashing.
What is?
Having him here. What's up, Benny?
Oh, we haven't sort of settled it yet.
Ain't ya?
Well...
Listen, you'd be mad not to have him. He won't be no bother. You couldn't get no one better than him. Of course she'll have ya. Won't ya?
All right, then. You better all have a cup of tea.
Evening.
Mr. Hunter?
And I'd like you to meet Carol Sands. This is Diane Hunter.
I'm pleased to
How
meet
do you do?
So, how are you liking it here?
Oh, it's great, I think. Oh, Mrs. Hunter rung from London. She says she'll take a taxi from the station. She should be in any time now.
Thank you. You did say there would be enough food for 3.
Yeah, boiled ham and parsley sauce. Sounds great.
Maybe she's changed her mind, wants me to pick her up from the station. Excuse me. Would you give Mrs. Hunter a drink, please?
Yeah, what would you like? They've got everything, really.
I'll have a share.
No,
please.
she's not.
Sweet?
afraid.
No medium.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Mrs. Hunter?
I'll ask her.
Oh, yes, I used to be married to Mr. Hunter's son.
Oh.
Isn't it strange? Whenever anyone leaves a message saying it's urgent, they always mean it's urgent for them. Thank you.
Oh, blimey, you're learning fast, aren't you?
That's quite a compliment coming from Diane. Do sit down.
Oh.
When we had a restaurant, she used to run either the kitchen or the dining room almost single-handed.
Oh, you work there too at the motel?
Well, I'm just a glorified waitress, really. Mind you, since the fire, not so glorified, eh?
I tried for some waitressing jobs once, but it was hopeless.
Well, it's a bit difficult around here. You see, we've let most of our casuals go.
Well, I'll get on with the sauce.
So I suppose we'll be having lots of new staff now. You know, we're going back into full operation.
Yes, it shouldn't be too difficult with unemployment at this level.
That doesn't help Mr. Chance much, you know. You know he's advertised for a new garage mechanic.
Oh, good car mechanics aren't easy to come by, I understand, but I thought he was getting by with Mac as foreman.
Well, Mac's doing his best, but there's a lot of work on. And I mean, they don't want to turn customers away, do they?
All the problems in that garage, I'm surprised he can afford another salary.
Well, apparently, he's going to give them $110 a week basic.
$110 a week, is that what Mac gets?
Well, they'll get more when he's acting foreman.
$110 a week? Not bad at all.
Mr. Hunter, I couldn't help overhearing, but do you really think £110 is that much? I mean, for today, for a man. Or would you work for it? Talk as though it's a fortune or something, but would you?
It's a completely different job.
Right, because you're the boss. Are you in a union?
No.
Oh, I should see what a union could do for you.
Miss Sands comes from a strong union family.
Yeah, my dad's a shop steward.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no. His sauce is burnt.
Then I suggest you turn the heat off. Well, with that temperament, we'll be more at home in South America, or perhaps you agree with her.
Well, I could just simply see her point of view, that's all.
Do I have to? I'm her employer. I'm not paying her to give me a lecture on industrial relations. I'm paying her to burn the parsley sauce. I told Barbara this would happen. It's embarrassing for me. I'll do guests in my own home.
Mr. Hunter, I'm hardly a guest, am I? I mean, I'm part of the family, aren't I?
Principle's the same. We're both embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed, honest.
I'm going to have a word with that young lady.
Mr. Hunter, don't do it in front of me, eh?
Right. I'll certainly speak to her later.
Well, that's what I call a nice one.
Service contract, fleet of cars, averaging upwards of, I'd say, 50,000 miles a year. Now, I call that worth having, don't you?
I think it might have slipped through the net if it hadn't have been for a clever little girl.
Yeah, we have our uses. Yeah.
Was there much footsie going on under the table?
Oh, dear. I thought that was you.
What if it hadn't been?
I don't think a limp would suit you.
You wrestle as well?
Famous for it.
Are the drinkies here?
I think there's still some scotch left in the filing cabinet, second drawer.
Oh, yes, this will do nicely.
What for?
I think a celebration is called for.
Oh.
Do we run to glasses?
Well, there's a perfectly good pub down the road that can manage a glass if you smile at the barman. Let's go there, eh?
Mugs will do. You kept him nicely off balance. Charmian.
Did I?
You know damn well you did.
Well, he's a bit predictable, telegraphs his moves, gives a girl plenty of time for evasive action.
What happens if his moves aren't telegraphed? How do you cope then?
Good health.
What's the matter?
That's neat.
Is there any other way?
Thousands, by the way, excuse me.
You know, I don't think that I really appreciate your talents.
That's because they're so well hidden. That's better.
You don't take many risks, do you?
No point.
Doesn't it make life rather dull?
Blissfully.
You're quite right, you know. You could run this place single-handed.
Nice we agree about something.
Oh, I'm sure we agree about lots.
Well, let's hope so if we're going to work together.
Oh, yes. We'll work together. Closely. I'd like to say a nicer thank you.
That, Mr. Chance, is by invitation only.
If only I'd known.
Well, you do now.
Now, look, why don't we go back?
Time to go.
There's some better stuff in my room.
Away you go and enjoy it.
Oh, look.
Let go.
Come here.
Just let go of me. Telegraphing is easier and far less painful, so you just keep that in mind, won't you? I don't quite know what you came back for, but if it was me,